Many rappers don't actually live the lives they claim, from DJ Khaled, who rented cars and homes for show,
I don't lose weight, all I do is win, I get rid of weight.
to Tory Lanez acting tougher than he really is.
To actually like enrich and stop your hair from having those issues early, but if you got to catch it.
And Blac Youngsta exposed for using prop money.
You know what I'm saying? I know. Rex, big Rex.
These are rappers who got exposed for faking their lifestyle. Let's get into it. First on the list is Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, born DeAndre Way, rose to fame in the late 2000s with his viral hit, Crank That. Known for catchy beats and social media savvy, he quickly became a household name. But behind the flashy image, Soulja Boy has been exposed multiple times for faking parts of his lifestyle. He often bragged about gang affiliations, street shootouts, and owning high-end items, but much of it didn't add up. One major moment was when he claimed to have shot intruders at his home. Later, it was revealed that key parts of the story were either exaggerated or completely false. He was also called out for flashing fake cash and rented jewelry in videos to boost his image. Soulja's attempts to appear tougher and richer than reality eventually caught up with him, making him one of the most talked about rappers who faked his lifestyle. Up next, let's talk about someone who's always yelling success but hiding the truth, DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled is a music producer and hype man known for hit songs, catchphrases like "another one," and showing off wealth on social media.
We the best music. Another one. DJ Khaled.
While he's not a traditional rapper, he's deeply connected to hip-hop culture. But even Khaled has been exposed for faking parts of his lifestyle. He often bragged about weight loss and fitness routines, promoting diet plans and exercise programs. But fans noticed he rarely followed through, often seen eating junk food while claiming to be getting healthy. Many also questioned his constant flaunting of luxury goods, with critics accusing him of exaggerating ownership or borrowing items just for show. Next, Cardi B. Cardi B is a Grammy-winning rapper who blew up with hits like Bodak Yellow and became known for her bold personality and flashy image.
Honestly, Cardi B, you know where I'm at, you know where I be, you in the club.
She often spoke about coming from the streets and living the tough life of a former stripper turned rap star. But not everything matched up. Over time, fans and critics pointed out that Cardi exaggerated her street past and independence. Despite promoting a strong, self-made image, it was revealed that industry support and relationships played a big part in her rise. She was also called out for wearing fake designer clothes early in her career, while claiming everything was real. These exposures chipped away at her realist-in-the-game persona, placing her among rappers exposed for faking their lifestyle. Moving along, let's take a look at another name known for hits and hidden truths, French Montana. French Montana is a rapper known for tracks like Unforgettable and his flashy lifestyle filled with cars, jewelry, and private jets. He built his image around success, luxury, and street connections. But not everything fans saw was the truth. French was accused of faking his streaming numbers to make his music seem more popular. Reports suggested his team used bots to inflate plays, especially on platforms like Spotify. He denied the claims, but many fans and insiders weren't convinced. He was also known for flexing luxury items that turned out to be rented or borrowed, making people question how real his riches really were. Coming right up is someone who turned cash stunts into controversy, Blac Youngsta.
This shit get real. You know what I'm saying? I know. Rex, big Rex.
Blac Youngsta made a name for himself with loud antics, viral videos, and over-the-top money stunts. He often showed off piles of cash and claimed to be living a wild street life. But not everything he showed was real. He was exposed for using prop money in some of his viral videos, pretending it was real cash. While it helped him gain attention online, fans and critics quickly caught on. On top of that, many questioned the authenticity of his gang ties and street stories, suggesting he exaggerated his background for fame. Now, let's talk about an artist who faked more than music, Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is a rapper and singer known for hits like Say It and Love. He gained fame for his smooth vocals, flashy lifestyle, and confident image. But behind the scenes, Tory got exposed for faking parts of his appearance and lifestyle.
Shit, my shit good. My shit gonna grow.
Nick,
bro.
come here, get the camera,
good.
Nick.
Hey, yo, Nick, if you come over here.
One of the most talked about moments was his hairline.
To actually like enrich and stop your hair from having those issues early, but if you gotta catch it.
He claimed to have a natural hair comeback, but it was later revealed he had undergone hair implants. He also wore shoe lifts to appear taller, despite acting like his height wasn't an issue. These small lies about his image made fans question what else he was faking. Let's keep it moving. Next up is Lil Uzi Vert, who took fake flexing to a whole new level. Lil Uzi Vert is known for his eccentric style, chart-topping hits like EXO Tour Elif 3 and Love for Luxury.
I don't really care if you cry. I don't really shouldn't have a lie.
He built an image around being flashy, rebellious, and rich, but some parts of that lifestyle turned out to be questionable. One major moment was the pink diamond he claimed to have implanted in his forehead, which he said cost $24 million. Fans and experts quickly doubted the claim, pointing out that the diamond was likely worth far less or possibly fake altogether. Uzi also talked about living a wild, street-connected life, but many close to him revealed he came from a fairly normal background, far from the street image he pushed. On to the next, let's get into the case of Gunna, whose street story didn't hold up under pressure. Gunna rose to fame with his smooth flow and hit tracks like Drip Too Hard alongside Lil Baby.
Every other night another dollar getting made. Every other night started with a good day.
He built his brand around luxury fashion, street ties, and a flashy lifestyle. But things started to unravel when he was arrested as part of the YSLRICO case. While many expected him to stand firm, Gunna took an Alford plea, leading to accusations of snitching. Fans and fellow rappers began to question his street credibility, with some saying he was never really about that life to begin with. His quick release and silence on the case added fuel to the fire, exposing cracks in the tough image he had pushed for years. Lil Tecca. Lil Tecca blew up with his breakout hit Ransom, gaining popularity for catchy hooks and playful lyrics. At first, his songs hinted at a lifestyle full of guns, gangs, and street action, but fans quickly realized it was all caps.
I'm just gonna do me now, you feel me? If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. I like it.
Tecca himself admitted in interviews that he didn't live the life he rapped about. He revealed he was just a regular teen from the suburbs and never owned a gun or lived the street life. His honesty actually earned him respect, but it still exposed how his music created a false image. Next, Stitches.
I thought that I've been hurt before.
Stitches gained attention for his outrageous look, face tattoos, and wild videos where he bragged about selling and living the gangster life. Songs like Brick and Yo Face helped build his image as a fearless street rapper, but it didn't take long before people started questioning his credibility. Several reports and witnesses claimed that Stitches wasn't really involved in the streets like he claimed. His over-the-top behavior seemed more like an act than real life. The final blow came when he got knocked out by the game's manager in a street confrontation, exposing that the tough guy image was mostly for show. Coming up next, let's talk about Trinidad James, who also caught heat for not living the life he rapped about. Trinidad James, born Nicholas Williams in 1987 in Port of Spain. Trinidad gained fame with his 2012 hit, All Gold Everything.
Gold all in my chain. Gold all in my ring.
He was known for his flashy jewelry and bold claims about his street hustle. However, James was soon exposed for exaggerating his gangster lifestyle. Many questioned how deep his street roots really were, as he seemed to focus more on image than real street credibility. His quick rise and equally quick fall from the spotlight suggested much of his persona was built on hype rather than actual experience. Next up is Megan Thee Stallion.
Hey, 24 hours in a day, and the first thing y'all hoes do is start hating.
Megan Thee Stallion, born Megan Jovan. Ruth Pete in 1995 in San Antonio, Texas, became a star with hits like Savage and Hot Girl Summer. Known for her confident lyrics and tough persona, Megan often rapped about being real and from the streets. However, some critics accused her of exaggerating her street background. Megan grew up in a stable home and attended college, which didn't quite match the raw street image she portrayed in her music. The controversy surrounding the Tory Lanez shooting also raised questions, with some claiming she played victim for publicity. These moments led fans and critics to call out inconsistencies in her story. Up next, let's switch focus to Fetty Wap, whose own rise and fall came with some big surprises. Fetty Wap, born Willie Jr. Maxwell II in 1991 in Paterson, New Jersey, blew up in 2015 with his hit single Trap Queen. He gained fame for blending melodic hooks with street-inspired lyrics, often painting himself as a trap star. But over time, fans and critics questioned his image. Despite his claims of being deep in the streets, reports surfaced that Fetty came from a relatively stable background. Later, when he was arrested on serious trafficking charges in 2021, some saw it as a desperate attempt to live up to the street persona he'd rapped about. Rather than confirming authenticity, it exposed how much of his earlier trap image might have been just for show. And lastly, we have a rapper who's also faced backlash over the image he tried to project, Russ. Russ, born Russell Vitale, is an American rapper, singer, and producer best known for hits like What They Want and Losin' Control. He built his brand on being independent, self-made, and anti-industry, often bragging about doing everything himself, from writing to producing.
Fuck y'all, I'm gonna talk. I'm not waiting for y'all to tell me, give me the green light on my own confidence. How you gonna green light my confidence?
But over time, Russ was called out for exaggerating parts of his journey. While he claimed complete independence, many pointed out that he benefited from label-level marketing and playlist placement early in his rise. Critics accused him of faking the DIY underdog image to stand out in a crowded rap scene. He also portrayed himself as a tough guy in interviews and songs, but was caught avoiding real confrontations in public, which damaged his credibility. Though he's talented, the gap between his words and reality made fans question how real his lifestyle really was. That wraps up our list of rappers who got exposed for faking their lifestyle. Remember, in the world of fame, not everything is as real as it seems. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more honest takes right here.